Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome. Thank you for joining me on today. This is indeed the day that the Lord has made, and we shall rejoice and be glad in it. My name is Dr. Remy. I am your spiritual midwife on duty. Listen, it is the second day of the Feast of Tabernacles. The second day of the Feast of Tabernacles. It is the time that we are overcoming by the words of our testimony, the ability to testify, the ability to overcome through the power of our testimonies. Well, because of that, you need to come on in. God bless you indeed, woman of God. Ambassador Beatrice Henson, thank you for joining me on today. You always make my day when you get on here. Indeed, you do. It is happy Feast of Tabernacles to you indeed. God is good and his mercy endureth forever and ever. And I'm telling you that on this day, the 11th day of October, is the time that it's you and God, baby. It is about you and God being able to be used for his glory. Listen here, Prophet Rajon, better known internationally as Prophet Raj. God bless you, Ambassador Tanya. I love you, daughter. I love you indeed. This is indeed the day that the Lord has made. Will you do me a favor? Will you go to work with me today? Will you become that worldwide evangelist? Tag somebody, invite them on. I decided to shift. Why? Because during the Feast of Tabernacles, we are to spend some time outside. Shalom. God bless you. God bless you, woman of God. Elder Terry, God bless you. In temporary dwellings. It was the time that the Lord commanded that all generations never forget how he brought them out of Egypt, throughout the wilderness and on into the promised land. And so as we remember that time, it's amazing. It's a little chill out here this morning, but I promise you, hearing the birds sing, seeing the squirrels run, seeing the leaves on the trees change by just making an adjustment. God bless you, Pastor Valerie. You've been in my spirit this morning, woman of God. Looking forward to talking to you. We got great things to do. God bless you, Ambassador Sonia. Good. God bless you to you. Thank you for joining me. Will y'all tag them before we start in? Hey, God bless you, Ambassador George Gibbs, better known AKA Buzzy. I love you. Thank you for joining me on today. It's Dr. Remy with your prescription on today. We overcome by the words of our testimony. It's Testify About It Tuesday. You know, the enemy really wanted to try to, because yesterday was so powerful. If you haven't gotten a chance to see some of the pictures that I posted on day one, with the Sukkot being built, and what a team effort, and doing our meals and worship, and our spiritual family coming together. It was so powerful that I was at an all-time high, 9 years trying to pull it off, where we don't just talk about it, but we actually walk it out. And I had an opportunity to enjoy the moment, enjoy the experience, and it blessed my soul. And so all of you that are just learning about the Feast of Tabernacles, I want you to set your heart on it. It's an 8-day celebration, and we're going all the way up to Sunday. Every night, we're meeting together to break bread. I'm looking at a beautiful blue jay right now, and it just blesses my entire soul to be able to see the artistry of Christ, the artistry and the beauty of what he's done. God bless you, Ambassador Debbie DeShields. I love you to life. Y'all make my day every time that you get on. God bless you. There's my daughter, Pastor Glenna. She was working and teaching the kids last night, and I'm telling you, it's there she is, the great Pastor Tracy Giddens. She taught last night an amazing word on day number 1, coming out the gate real hard. Do you hear me? God bless you and good morning to you, Ambassador Kim. Thank you and welcome back to be with us. Pastor Richie is in town. Yes, he is. God bless you, man of God, to be able to join us for the Feast of Tabernacles. See, it's about all of our family coming together. In the Bible, what they did was they came from everywhere. They assembled. It was called the In Gathering. We just had the In Gathering in Detroit this past weekend, and we just taken it right on through with the Feast of Tabernacles. So I wanted just to be able to share with you some scriptures about the power of testimony, of testifying, because the Bible says that we overcome by the words of our mouth. And so the enemy wants to get in your head. He would love to rent space, make you feel frustrated, make you highlight small stuff. Oh, I'm talking to somebody. The small stuff that the enemy would like to make large in your mind. Good God bless you, Mika Love. I love you, daughter. Indeed, thank you for joining me on today. And so I said, the Lord said, no, 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 no. I went to the power of when you think about the Feast of Tabernacles, the power is just that. How did we make it over? How did we get through? If we don't, from generation to generation, testify of the power of God and his majesty, his goodness, and his grace, how will the next generation know how good, how he is the creator of miracles and what he's done? So we can always go back and in these times begin to testify how he brought them out. I keep talking about it again because it was new revelation to me. We've always learned about the cloud by day and the fire by night. And I talked about the glory clouds. We always talk about the glory cloud, but Prophetess Jane, God bless you. Listen, but when I looked at the power of even that, the glory cloud, God bless you, Yah. The glory clouds had their roles, they had their positions, they knew their role, they knew what their job was. They didn't get in each other's lane. Listen, the one that was below was to make sure that, guess what? You don't trip, you don't fall, you don't miss your moment. The four compass, the north, the south, the east, and the west, is to make sure that no matter where you look, God's got you. He is he's surrounding you with his glory. Somebody say, show me your glory. Lord, show me your glory on day 2. Show me your glory. Open up your mouth and speak to it on today. I'm telling you, how are we going to give birth? We're going to give birth with our mouth being the womb. Come on here. What's in your mouth today matters. Pastor Pauline, God bless you. The glory clouds that go before you. Listen here, that's my son Timothy. The young men were serving last night and helping. It was a family affair. Deacon Yvonne, God bless you. Show me your glory. I'm telling you, have an expectation that God, show me the things that I've never seen before. Make today easy. Somebody right here, open up your mouth. Say, God, I thank you for making today easy. Make this day where we maximize the day, but don't miss a moment. Oh, I just said something right there. Where we maximize the day, but don't miss a moment, because we can be so busy getting stuff done that we miss his glory, that we miss the miracle in the moment. Let me tell you, last night, I was so blessed because many of us is just learning about the Feast of Tabernacles, about God's feast and what it looks like. But when I hear the voices of my babies, listen, shout out and say, it's the Feast of Tabernacles. Elder Tia, something rose up in me. I looked at my grandson sitting in the sukkah, and he's pointing up and he's saying, sukkah, me mom, sukkah. Listen, that's new language. It was a miracle in the moment. It made it all worth for me. It was so worthwhile. Why? Because the next generation is no longer going to be new to them, daughter. Minister Melody, thank you for joining me. It's not going to be a new experience for them. They're going to be already knowing this is what we do. I'm telling you, we're bringing back the foundation of what God has said to be able to do. We're gaining knowledge. Do you hear me? We're gaining knowledge. God bless you, woman of God. And it's a miracle in the moment. Somebody just say, I'm enjoying the miracles in the moment. I'm telling you, God is going to show himself mighty on this week, but don't you miss a moment. I got off the line yesterday morning, talking to you all, and the Lord told me to be still. I had my breakfast and sat on the back porch, and the phone rang, and I got somebody to call me up and witness that their lives have been changed because of learning about the Feast of Tabernacles and how it's impacting their family and their children. Well, let me tell you, that was a miracle for me in that moment, because people have looked at you crazy and looked at you like, why would you do all of that? And why is that important? But I'm telling you, I don't want you to miss any moment of miracles that are all around you. Look again. Do you hear me? Look again. I'm telling you, through the mouths of babes. Look again through your mates. Look again through your neighbors, the co-worker at the job, the cashier at Walmart. Don't play with me. I believe God is speaking on today, and there is testimonies that are ringing forward. So let me get to the word. Revelations 12 meaning order. Listen here. When I look at it, they triumphed over him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony. How do we get past the enemy's deceitful plans and snares? Is through our testifying. I want you to just be a repeater of the glory of God. I don't want you to talk about nothing negative on today. This is your prescription for success. I don't want you to dwell on anything negative. When the enemy tries to make you bring a thought to your head, cast down vain imaginations, but begin to testify. But I remember where I was last year and where I am on today. I want you to begin to testify how millions didn't make it, but you're one of the ones to do. That did. Come on here. I want you to look at this. In verse number 11, it says, and they overcame him. They overcame the enemy by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony. And they loved not their lives unto death. Listen, I need you to understand. I don't want you to ever get so high mighty that it all becomes about you. See, whenever the enemy tries to play on the emotions of our feelings, we get caught up about how we feel, how that made us feel, what that looks like. And we get our eyes off the glory clouds of God. Listen, our testimony brings us back. Our testimony, we become a witness. God bless you, Pastor Chai. Thank you for joining me on today. Listen, our testimony causes folk to listen. You've got influence. All they do is talk about God. Absolutely, baby. That's my life. That is my breath. He is the air that I breathe, and I'm living my best life right now. Why? Because I'm speaking it into existence. But during the feast of Tabernacles, the Sukkot, listen here, Sukkot, it deals with salvation. It deals with living water. Oh, I'm going to give you a scripture. But I'm telling you, I want you to look the face of the devil and tell him straight up, listen, I'm going to testify about what my God, you can plot, you can plan, you can be all kind of decisive, but I'm not going to put my mouth on talking about what you're doing. I'm going to continue to give him glory. Somebody say, I'm shouting and giving him glory. Oh, my only assignment today is to testify about the goodness of the Lord. Can you do it on today? Somebody shout out, yes, I'm going to do it today. I'm going to testify. Do I have anybody who can say that I know it was God who brought me through? I know it was God who woke me up this morning. I know it was God who made my provision. It was God that my car started. It was God that I was able to get up out of bed. It was God that I had the usage of my limbs. Listen here. Oh, I want to testify that I remember when I had a season for 6 months. I laid on my back, that I could not move. My back was out. I could not function. Y'all don't hear me. I was in a bad place, and I didn't know if this was a permanent situation. But can I help somebody on today? God healed me. He delivered me. me. It took one prayer, baby, and it turned everything around. I went through seasons, my God, where I looked like I was good, but internally I was in warfare. But I'm telling you, not only from the outside, but there was an internal healing. Somebody's just shout out right now, testify that he'll touch you on the inside. He'll cause healing from the inside out. Oh, he's healing me from the inside out. Oh my God, I'm trying to tell you, I was in major dysfunction in relationships. I was miserable. I was sad. I felt weighted down, but I kept on going. I kept on singing. Come on here. I kept on shouting. I kept on showing up, and I'm in a new season. Somebody need to thank God for your new season. If you haven't seen the dawning of the new day, I want you to testify that it's coming. I want you to speak to it. Here comes the dawning of my day. Here comes the shifting of my new season. We're in the year, come on here, 5783. I'm going to open up my mouth and be a prophet over my life, and I'm going to speak life. Somebody just help me preach this and say, speak life. Come on here. Acts 22 and 15. You with me? Acts 22 and 15. It says, for you will be a witness for him to all men of what you have seen and heard. See, this is your opportunity. Somebody say, I'm on assignment. I'm on assignment. And because I'm on assignment, I decree and declare I'm going to be a witness. Somebody say, I'm a witness. He'll do it. I'm a witness. He'll bring you out. I'm a witness. Come on here. Just put it. I'm a witness that God will do this thing. I'm a witness of the account of what Father is doing. Acts 4:33. Come on here. With great power, the apostles were giving testimony to the resurrection of the Lord Jesus, and abundant grace was upon them. See, I love this. It says, and with great power. See, when you begin to testify, folks are like, I'm not the preacher, I'm not the teacher, I'm not this. But something happens, baby, when you begin to testify. Hey, Lady J, when you begin to testify about the goodness of the Lord, won't he do it? Yeah, it'll bring something up. It'll be like springing water of life that will come through. But the apostles began to testify about the resurrection of the Lord Jesus. And listen to this. And abundant grace was upon them. I want to take a moment. Do you understand that you've been graced to do what you do? Everybody can't do what you do. Everybody cannot do what you do. Folk will tell you, stop letting people tell you you're doing too much. Stop letting people tell you, oh, you know what? That's too much. You can't do that. God will give you the grace. I promise to tell you the truth. I'm trying to tell you the truth. Folk told me, first of all, you're a businesswoman. You can't pastor and do business at the same time. Well, that's a lie. You can. Then they told me and said, oh, you preach so hard. You surely can't do two churches. Well, how would you do that? Listen, God's grace and his mercy. He'll give you the grace to do it. Oh my God. How you too old to be able to handle those children. God will give you grace. Somebody said, Lord, I thank you for the grace to get it done. Y'all open up your mouth. Put that down there, right there. Speak your healing right now. God, I thank you for the grace to get it done. I thank you for the grace to get it done. There's grace on your life to be able to do. God bless you, Elder. I love you to life. Listen, there's a grace on your life to be able to get it done. I look at others and I'm like, my God, how do they do all of that? See, when you can't get it accomplished because you don't have the grace for that. But when you have the grace that God has given you to be able to get it done. Now, listen, when I get tired and winded and I feel I'm doing too much and this is too much, listen, I'm like, Lord, don't you take your grace from me. Don't listen. I recognize, Moesha, that it's his grace. It's the grace of God. Somebody said it's the grace of God. When I look back where I used to be tired, where I thought I couldn't do that, or I couldn't spend that much time. I want to talk to folk. We need to do more exercise. We need to be able to walk. Can I tell you, God will give you the grace. You start off doing 5 minutes. The next time you're doing 15, you done built up. Listen here, before you look at it, Ambassador Mari, listen here, and Ambassador Brandon, you'll find yourself doing a doggone marathon. I'm telling you, Lord, I thank you for the grace. Hey, bestie, he'll give you the grace to be able to do what you thought you could not do. He'll give you the grace to go all the way. Somebody said, thank you for the grace to go all of the way. Oh, I want to keep on going if I can, Mika Love. Mark 14:56. Mark 14:56. It says, for many were giving false testimony against him, but their testimony was not consistent. Oh, Gigi, I'm about to teach this part right here. See, don't get caught up when folks start talking crazy, saying different stuff. Listen, when you find people, this is how you identify folk when they're not on the right side. They got inconsistent testimonies. 1 minute they loving you, 1 minute they celebrating you, the next minute they talking about you. They got inconsistent testimonies. See, don't be moved. Watch people who testify and say one thing 1 minute and then begin to test a lie another minute. I need you to understand this is the thing when you hear, for many were giving false testimonies. There's a thing for false testimony. But let me tell you, you can outlive a lie. Stop chasing folk down, trying to fix. Oh, this is my reputation. Oh, they putting it out there. They talked about Jesus, baby. They had a field day. And listen, one of the closest disciples, Judas, was one of the ones who testified. I just wonder, do you think Judas thought he heard from God too? Do you think that Judas thought he was doing the right thing? Sure he did. Listen here. I'm trying to tell you, you better know whose voice you're listening to. I need you to understand. Stop spending your energy to try to fix a lie. Just keep living. I tell people all the time, keep living. Why? Because the enemy uses it as a distraction to try to make, well, they know me better than that. Well, why would they say that? Oh, y'all don't hear me. It's the trick of the enemy. You dealing with the spirit, not the flesh. I'm trying to tell you the truth. Just keep living. Live your best life. When? Right now. Somebody said, I'm living my best life right now. Y'all will catch up with the truth. Yes, listen to what I'm saying. You will catch up with the truth later. When people are off and you want to really discern, check the consistency of their testimony. If they're consistently a positive person, are they consistently building people up? Are they consistently looking for the life and things and not the death? Are they consistently of trying to push forward? Y'all need to hear me. Consistency matters. Even in our own lives, God help me to be more consistent, a witness for what you called me to do. We overcome by absolutely check the fruit. Begin to look at, you ain't even got to say nothing. There'll be fruit on your tree. There'll be somebody else who will testify about the things that you've done. You ain't even got to testify for yourself. You ain't got to testify about God. That's my daughter. God bless you, Pastor Brenda. Listen here. Testify about the goodness of God, right? And the Lord will have your fruit testify about you. Listen here. Do you hear what I'm saying? You don't have to get bragging rights or worried about somebody overlooking the things that you're doing, because see, you're doing that unto the Lord. But your fruit, hey, Coach Gwen, God knows I love you indeed. God bless you, woman of God, one of the great motivators. I love her dearly. I just want to tell you, listen here, you testify about the goodness of God and your fruit will testify about you. I done just said a whole mouthful. I promise to tell you the truth. The Lord will send a witness to say, I promise you they're consistent. I promise you they always got a kind word to say. Let your fruit testify about you. Oh, we going on today. Listen here. Let me tell you this. For you, Acts 22:15, for you will be a witness for him to all men of what you have seen and heard. You will be a witness for him You'll be a witness. Somebody said, God knows I'm a witness. I'm a witness for the Lord. And see, you can't just keep it to yourself. I'm challenging you this week of the during the Feast of Tabernacles. This is the day 2. I want us to have a testimony service. I want us to be able to testify about the goodness of God. Instead of posting foolishness, how about posting the testimony? See, let the world know how good he's been. He's been good too good to me. I can't even name them all, but I'm just going to find something to testify about the goodness of the Lord. Acts 4:33, you got it. Listen here, I did that one already. Let's go on down here to Mark 14:56. I did that one already. Y'all got it. Mark 14:60. Here we go. God bless you. The high priest stood up and came forward and questioned Jesus, saying, "Do you not answer? What is this that these men are testifying against you?" See, you in good company, baby. Oh, see there. You in good company. I'm talking to somebody who is having to fight off a negative report. It's one person, and now the enemy is trying to magnify. It might be 2 people, and he's trying to magnify like their voices represent a crowd of 1,000. Listen here, it's just 2 people. It's just one person. I promise to tell you the truth. Stop putting all that energy in. I'm helping somebody on the day. Get your spirit right on today. Begin to testify. You in good company. They talked about Jesus, and listen, the priest asked Jesus. The men of God. Said to, what are these men? They testifying against you. Listen, so you can be the son of God, and man will still find fault with you. Do you hear me? Free yourself. Somebody just put that up on here. I feel good the second day. Free. I'm free of myself. I'm freeing myself from all guilt. I'm freeing myself from stinking thinking. I'm freeing myself from overthinking. I'm freeing myself. I refuse to dwell on negativity of words from other folk. Listen, the enemy just using them as a puppet. Listen, I need to just say this, and then I got to go. It was even during the Feast of Tabernacles, and when you go into the book of John, you'll find out his brothers did not believe. His brothers didn't believe in them, and his brothers wanted to have words and wanted to poke at him. Y'all don't hear me. This is the season where the enemy tries to distract with the spirit of sabotage, with the spirit trying to divide and conquer. But I decree and declare, love covers a multitude of sin. I'm gonna love you through it. Come on here, and I'm gonna get to it. Y'all need to go ahead and put that down. I'm gonna love you through it, and I'm gonna get to it. I made a decision to be able to be harmonious. Made a decision that this is the season where we come together. That I refuse to allow a spirit of division to divide us. Do you hear me? When you make a decision to love people through it, when you make a decision that we just gonna get along, I made a decision. I'm gonna be the peacemaker. Somebody said I'm gonna be the peacemaker. Day 2, listen here. I'm testifying and I'm being the peacemaker. I'm gonna set an atmosphere. I'm freeing my mind from guilt. I'm freeing my spirit from the heaviness. Oh, I'm talking to somebody today. I refuse to waste another day of being heavy, being frustrated. Come on here. Free yourself, baby. I'm freeing myself. I'm freeing myself. I'm letting it go so that I can grow. Yeah, listen here. I decree and declare that God has a plan for you. He has a plan to prosper you, not to harm you. Come on here. I want to say this to you. This is so important. Look at here. It says, reread Isaiah 12:2-6. It's 2-6. Every time that you see the word salvation, I want you to insert Yeshua. Everywhere that you see salvation, I want you to insert the name Yeshua. Amen. Jesus' name in Hebrew is Yeshua, and it was translated in salvation. See, every time I say Yeshua, I'm speaking, he's my salvation. He saved me from that. He saved me from critical thinking. He saved me from low sense of self-esteem. He saved me from wandering in the wilderness. He saved me from the root of depression, generational curses. Yeshua saved me. Oh, y'all need to hear me. Yeshua. Let me spell it for you. It is Yeshua. Yeshua. Listen here. Everywhere you see the word salvation, I want you to put in Yeshua. See, because Jesus saves. He saved me. I'm testifying that Jesus saved me from my foolishness. Jesus saved me from my reckless behavior. See, we got to be real. See, we just went through Yom Kippur. We put it all out there. It's thrown in the sea for forgetfulness. Do you hear what I'm saying? But everywhere. So when you read Isaiah 12, 2 through 6, and you see salvation, I just want you to insert Yeshua because it means salvation. He saved me. Come on here, Elder Elect Rhonda. He saved me from a critical eye and opinion. You know, sometimes everything just look wrong. Yeah, Kasha, you can't appreciate nothing. Have you ever been around anybody who just ain't got a kind word to say? Everything that they see, Elder Nat, is negative. They find fault first before they can see anything good. That God saved me from a spirit of being critical towards others. Listen here, I'm trying to. I can shout right there. I think this is gonna motivate me to get up off the porch and go take a run. Yeah, this thing is good. I want y'all to hear me. Save us now. Save us now. Do you hear me? Also, on the last day of the feast, the people would take this whole piece, and they would shake this lava. It's etrog. It's a fruit. It's like a lemon, and they would shake it, and it would represent the fruitfulness of God. That I can see fruit hanging on my tree. Come on here. I want you to take a moment instead of having a critical eye. God has allowed you to produce good fruit. My God, that I love this part because etrog kind of looks like a lemon, right? So I always think about it like this: that He'll take lemons and make some lemonade. He'll take that's how we testify. He'll take something that was so jacked up, so messed up, so messy, and oh my God, when we get to the end of the story, it don't look the same, sound the same, or feel the same. God will take our lemons and make lemonade out of it. If you give it to Him, that's some real good stuff. You hear me? I want you to shake some fruit at it today. I want you to just begin to meditate on the fruit. When I begin to think about how many spiritual sons and daughters that the God has given me. Oh, He's been so good. How He sent me help from around the country, around the world. Even simple as last night, I couldn't have pulled it off by myself, but they were building, shopping, cooking, moving. We could do anything. We're better together as a team. See, when you get with the right people, a birthing circle, people who are just together to produce the outcome, to give birth to the vision. Oh, I could run with that. When I catch hold to the vision, I just want to give birth to the vision. I want to be a part of the solution and not a part of the problem. God, heal. Somebody needs healing from a critical eye of still in the midst of miracles. You can't even see it because all you looking at is what went wrong. Am I helping you today? Somebody say, listen, Dr. Remy, you helping today. Come on, I'm getting up off of here. I'm done. I want to be able to do this declaration. Will you do that with me? Let's decree and declare on today. I decree and declare Ephesians 3:20. You know it. I decree and declare Ephesians 3:20 over my life. God will do exceedingly abundantly above all that I ask or think. Come on here, Ephesians 3:20. I believe, listen here, that I decree and declare that God will do exceedingly abundantly above all that I ask or think. If I even think it, Prophetess Marjorie, He's already coming through for me. That glory cloud I started out talking about that goes before you, that glory cloud that takes the terrain, the mountainous terrain or the valley, and bring it to an area where all I got to do is just keep marching ahead with little effort. Oh God, this is the season that the Lord makes it easy. Yeah! Yes, and this is the season that He's making it easy because I honor Him. See, when we testify, we're honoring God. When we talk about His goodness, listen, when you're appreciative, listen, I tell people all the time, when you have a spirit of gratefulness, listen, you can't be mad. When you're just grateful for the things that God is doing, I just be walking around talking about, Lord, I'm so grateful. I remember when, Lord, I'm just so grateful. I'm grateful that you allowed me to go there. I'm just grateful that you allowed me to experience, have that experience. I'm just so great. What are you grateful for today? Come on here. It'll shift your attitude. It sure will. His blessings will chase me down and overtake me. The more I celebrate and honor God, do you hear me? The more the blessings ring forward. We're at an open heaven, Ambassador Mari. We're at an open heaven. It said the gate is open in heaven. We have direct access. He sent manna from heaven. He fed them. He supplied them. They never went hungry. And then guess what? They ain't had to check the calories. They never gained weight, lost weight. He maintained them. I'm telling you that we're in a season of maintaining. The Feast of Tabernacles is so simple, y'all. You just need to go ahead, get your picnic basket out, get your picnic table out. Go ahead, pop the little thingy up on your umbrella one more time and sit out with God and behold the beautiness of God. You got a date with the King, baby. You got a date with God. He wants to speak to you, download strategies. And I forgot. We decree and declare. Let me go on back here. See, I just get so excited. Y'all help me today. God, help me for real. Listen, the blessings are chasing me down. Somebody said the blessings are chasing me down. I will be in the right place at the right time. I decree and declare that I'm at the right place at the right time. I won't miss my moment. Somebody open up your mouth. I will not miss this moment. This moment is a miracle in my life. Stop letting the enemy make you think that you're going to miss it. No, no, I'm not going to miss this moment. He's got me at the right place at the right time. People will go out of their way to be good to me. I decree and declare, I call in your prophetic Goshen. I call in the men and women of God that have been divinely ordered to help you in your assignment. Do you hear me? I decree and declare, listen here, they go out of their way to be good to me. I'm surrounded by God's favor. I'm surrounded by God's favor. Somebody say that. I'm surrounded by God's favor, by His grace, by His mercy. He's got me surrounded. Look up, baby. Come on here. There are more. There are more of us than there are of them. Do you hear me? Ooh, baby. Day two of celebrating the Feast of Tabernacles. The Sukkah, the Sukkot. I'm telling you, whatever you want to call it, it's a temporary dwelling place so I can come out and be appreciative of what He gave me. Be appreciative for my room. Be appreciative for a roof over my house, over my head. It might not even be the house that I desire. It might be a one bedroom. It might be just a studio. I don't care. It's yours. He's made provision. Listen here. He's keeping you dry. He's keeping you warm. Y'all need to be grateful. We got to be grateful for a little in order for it to become much. Do you hear me? Somebody just open up your mouth. I decree and declare I am healthier. I am wealthier. I am wiser. I'm living my best life right now. I'm living a good life. I'm enjoying my new year. Listen, what's before me is greater than anything that's behind me. Do you hear what I'm saying? Let's get to getting to the greater part. Let's get to getting to the greater part. Listen, if this word has blessed you on today, and I know that it has, I want you right now during the most holiest time, these 8 days, to get a seed in the ground. I want you to be specific on today. Say, Lord, listen, I haven't given you the kind of glory and the honor that I should. And I honor you in my seed. I honor you in this, that there is fruit that's coming out of me, that I have a testimony. Listen here, there's a test. You might be in the middle of a test, but I promise you, he's taking your test and he's making it your testimony. I just said something. I promise you right there. He's taking your test, and that great test is becoming your testimony. You know, see, you go through things and you would fall out. It would cost you weeks. It would cost you months. Sometimes it would cost you years to be able to come back from that. But you bounced back already, baby. You've got to make up in your mind, how much time am I going to waste? I can't never get that hour back. I can't get that day back, that week back. Listen, don't waste a moment over critical thinking, over criticism and foolishness. Listen, go ahead and redirect your time and your attention to giving God praise. Go ahead. Listen, I want you to seed on today. I decree and declare that in this seed, this time, listen, when that 8th day come, y'all, we've gone into the 100-fold beyond blessing. This is what is open up to you. Good morning. God bless you. This is what is open to you, is the 100-fold, endless. The possibilities of what the Lord has in store is limitless. I mean, there are no limits to what he is going to do for you. So whatever you can think of, he can outdo that. Whatever you're going after, listen, he'll outdo that. But give him something to work with, baby. Think big. I want everybody on here, Mother Judy, just to put in the comment section, I'm thinking big. I decree and declare a big testimony over my life, big provision over my life. Come on here. Big opportunities are coming to me. When? Right now. Big. Name your seed. Be intentional. Think big. Go big. I decree and declare, as we sow this seed, as we give our offering, as a sacrificial. Listen, the Lord had me in the cut over in Egg Harbor City, in a most rural area. I'm like, nobody will ever find out that we're here. I promise you, the Lord will take you, Elder Paul, if you think big, Lady J. He'll take you around the world. If he could take a little country girl like me, listen here, and take me around the world, I promise you, he'll do the same thing. I'm thinking big, Elder-elect Rhonda. I'm going big. Listen, I'm putting all of my trust on the Lord. I refuse to dumb down the opportunities and the anointing. Why don't you put a seed to match this thinking big? God, I decree and declare that my substance, Ambassador Tisa, comes from you. He says, I give seed to the sower. I give seed to the sower. Can I just say this before I go? Please make sure that you are tithing. You're in feast time where miracle signs and wonders follow, where increase comes to you. Listen, I promise you, the Lord took us through a pandemic. He's going to take us through this recession of the world. He's going to give you more, but you've got to be trustworthy with your tithe. Listen, wherever you at, listen, pay your tithes. Give that 10%. Listen, I promise you, in order to be able to see the 100-fold blessing, there has to be the participation. I have to have kingdom order. I got to teach you this. Come on here. Ambassador Patrice, God bless you. I need you to understand. Don't you dare look at gas prices and food prices and then go to taking back what don't belong to you. Pay your tithes. Baby, pay. You can't afford not to pay them. Pay your tithes, 10% of your gross income. Pay your tithes. You want to raise? Then tithe more. I promise you, it never fails. Increase is coming to you now. And then put your seed in the ground and speak to it and command a harvest to come. Well, God bless you. I've enjoyed spending my day 2 This is the top of day 2. If you don't have nothing to do, you could be able to meet us as we celebrate every single night of the Feast of Tabernacles. We built a sukkah at our west location right there at 427 West Landis Avenue. We'll be there tonight. Listen, we had great word, great food, great fellowship. It was amazing. It was a powerful move of God. You can make it there tonight. I want you to be my special guest. Come on in 6:30 p.m. at 427 West Landis Avenue. We'll be there on Wednesday night as well, right there. And then after that, we will be at our East location on Thursday, Friday. But our big celebration of our Harvest Festival will be taking place on Saturday. Yep, Saturday at 2:30 at 1406 West Dahlia Avenue. Bring your family, bring your friends. Listen, I have sons and daughters that travel in for the Feast of Tabernacles 3 times a year. I say, come on here. Listen, men, bring your offerings unto the Lord that has been tried by fire 3 times out of the year. That 30, 60, and 100-fold blessing. There's a reason for everything that we do. Let's do this spiritual checkup. Let's get healthy, wealthy, and wise. This is going to be one of the best years of our lives. Do you hear what I'm saying? Now I need y'all all to help me. Will you help me? Help me do this assignment right now. I want you, it's easy. I want you to tag your groups, tag your friends, tag everybody. Share this live with them. Let's get the word out about the Feast of Tabernacles. If you're celebrating at home, how about you do this? Send me a picture, post it on Facebook. Listen here, there it is, the Harvest Festival and the information. But take a picture of your Sukkot. Take a picture of your temporary dwelling and what you're doing. Let's push this information. Let's get our inheritance back. Our minds have been opened. We get it now. This is the time that is the ingathering. This is the time of multiple blessings of being provided. This is the time to testify of the goodness of Jesus. I love all of you. Listen, I'm so grateful. We got Pastor Richie will be coming in. He's in town from Detroit. He'll be celebrating and teaching on Wednesday night. I'll be teaching at the East on Thursday night. And the chief apostle will be coming in all the way from Detroit. Come on here. He'll be teaching on Friday night. And then Saturday, it's going to be words, singing, food, playing games, candy. It's going to just be amazing. You don't want to miss it. And then on the 8th day, we'll come together and have a glorious time celebrating. So if you've never experienced the Feast of Tabernacles service, I want to invite you. Come on. We're better together than we are apart. I want you to get up out of that house and join me. Come in person. It's going to be amazing. I love you. God bless you. This is Dr. Remy. Listen, breathe, baby, breathe. Your midwife is absolutely on duty. Before I go tonight, today, I have my spiritual midwife class. This is the last opportunity for this class for you to get in. If you've been on it thinking that you missed it, you haven't. You can get in. This is that time before we shut it down and that you can't get in. Inbox me. But this is the last opportunity that you'll be able to get in on this class. All right. God bless you. And I look forward to being able to connect to you again real soon. Come on. Take a deep breath. Breathe. Live your best life. When? Right now. Go on outside and have some fun. Talk to you later. Bye.